How's it going, everyone? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. My second time trying to shoot this video. I already cracked Beer of the Day Labatt 50. Let me take another sip of it. So I've got the new microphone out, but I've had difficulty sort of getting it set up. So I do apologize if the audio is not up to snuff when you guys watch this video. I'm still playing around with it, so bear with me. So there's two things I wanted to talk about here today. The first thing is the Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition. Now, a lot of us were sort of skeptical about this trilogy before it had come out. And now every YouTuber under the sun is posting negative Nancy, Debbie Downer videos with regards to this trilogy. So the first thing I want to say, obviously the trilogy has its faults. It's got a lot of them. But even if it didn't, I feel like right now with YouTube, everybody's so obsessed with posting clickbait videos that all it takes is for one or two big YouTubers to post something about this trilogy as an example that shines it in a negative light, and everyone else has to follow suit. So that's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. I don't give a fuck. I'm a small channel. I didn't say even if I posted a big, negative video about the GTA trilogy and spent 12 hours working on a thumbnail so I could garner 2,000 views on a video. That's not really, I don't think that's really doing me much, personally speaking. So I'd rather not go down that route. Now, I have gone down that road before. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. I'm not a big channel, right? What's it going to do? There's already, if you go onto YouTube and look up GTA, the trilogy definitive edition, everybody and their mothers posted a video about that. So the other thing I want to talk about with regards to that trilogy, this is sort of what I've been sort of bitching and moaning about the last couple of weeks. We talked about it with Alan Wake, how they remodeled the look of Alan Wake. I didn't like that. It took away the original artistic direction that the original artists or developers that created that character implemented in the original Xbox 360 PC game. And when you start dicking around with the character models, and that's obviously to a lesser extent Alan Wake remastered, although they changed the appearance of Alan Wake, I can live with that. But when you see what the developers did with regards to these three Grand Theft Auto games, they've arguably, I probably say unarguably, have made the characters look worse. They look more cartoony, and also as well, the choice of colors, the color palette in the game, and a lot of the scenes, it's taken away the original artistic direction that the original artists had in mind when they developed those games back in the day over 20 years ago. So, this isn't the first time I've seen this in a video game. I know when the Xbox One had launched, there was kind of like a definitive edition of the first Gears of War game. And although that definitive edition of Gears of War actually is really good, I found Microsoft or whoever did that remaster, they fucked around with the color palette, and I would say the original color palette and some of the textures on the original 360 game look better than the remastered version of Gears of War on the Xbox One. So again, you got to go with the original source material with these Grand Theft Auto games. I saw some videos where people were talking about how the rain effects are coming down, and it looks like a mobile game. There's no more fog in the game in San Andreas. They've done all kinds of things to sort of actually kind of, what I like to say, take two steps forwards and take one gigantic step backwards. So, again, if you want to play the real definitive edition, go seek out, probably I would say, the original Xbox. That's the best version of those games you're going to get. It's better than the PlayStation 2 version, or you could get it on the PC as well. And as a matter of fact, I know Vice City is backwards compatible with the Xbox One. I'm not 100% sure about the other two games. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. I hate seeing it when you see these developers fuck around with original IPs and manipulate things. It's like a woman that got a bad breast job, a bad boob job. Excuse me. So the other thing I want to talk about here, there's been some rumors that come Monday, there's about 5 or 6, maybe 7 original Xbox games that are going to become backwards compatible with the Xbox One and the Series consoles. You guys can look them up yourself. It's pretty exciting. But the two that really piqued my interest was the original Max Payne and Max Payne 2. Again, this is just rumors at this point. But man, could you imagine playing Max Payne in 4K on the Xbox One or the Series console? That'd be fucking awesome. That's what I've been wanting. And if that wasn't exciting enough, I googled Max Payne this morning, and now there's rumblings. There's a strong rumor that Max Payne 3 is going to be backwards compatible. The 360 game is going to be backwards compatible with the Xbox One and the Series consoles come Monday as well. So interesting times indeed. I personally I won't hold my breath because I know the first two. Well, I guess Rockstar owns Max Payne at this point, so I don't know why they would do this just for Microsoft. I have no idea. But then again, they did do it with Vice City, so who knows. So keep an eye out for that. I guess that's it for now. I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about. I just wanted to sort of get in front of the camera today and play around with the mic a bit and see how you guys are doing. So anyways, that's going to do it for me. Real short video here right at the 7.5 minute mark. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.